Live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
One of the badass thing that goes on in this studio when we're in this studio together is Rudy J's entrance into the room. I think it's the most cool thing on the planet, and no one in the building sees it. And he used to do that. I noticed you did this stuff back in the day too. Rudy likes the time, and I think it's probably a mindset he's into. And he also likes to get a pregame smoke in, which is understandable. I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Of a cigar, of course.
Yeah.
But Rudy comes in at 4:59, sits down, puts his headphones on or not, and we fire off the music and we go. He and I talk during the day before shows.
Obviously.
You know, and we text each other, obviously, too. But the way you come in and sit down right as the music starts gives me a boner. I'm not giving you shit. I really mean that. One of my all-time favorite videos, and you can go YouTube this if you care. So there was the Seattle band Alice in Chains.
Yes.
They did, in the early 90s, a very popular show on MTV was MTV Acoustic. It was MTV Studio Show. What was it called? Unplugged. Unplugged.
Loved Unplugged.
Lots of acts, lots of bands,
Loved
lots
Unplugged.
of singers, all different genres did Unplugged back in the day. Alice in Chains did it one day, and all the guys in the band come out except for Lane Staley, the lead singer.
Mm-hmm.
And the drummer comes over, and the crowd realizes, oh shit, the lights went out. Here comes the drummer. Okay, here comes Alice in Chains, and everybody gets to the edge of their seat. Everybody in the band walks out except the lead singer, Lane.
Yeah.
And they're literally playing. They're starting their first song, and they're already playing it. And there's no Lane for like 30 seconds. They don't look bothered or anything, and all of a sudden, here comes Lane, walks out. He's got these dark-ass sunglasses on in a basement studio at MTV in New York.
Yeah.
Walks over, and he times the notes of the song to where as soon as he walks in, he sits down, and he pulls his chair up to the mic. Okay, he goes walks in, sits down. We
on never missed a beat.
Pretty lie. It's a song called Nutshell.
Didn't miss a beat, did he?
Didn't miss a beat, not a note, not a millimeter, nothing. And did a set and then got up and left. Like a badass. So cool.
I remember
so
Alice.
Cool.
Damn, Seattle had a lot of
That's
freaking
how
talent.
Rudy takes a seat in this chair every day. The Seattle music scene
It was crazy. It's like the Atlanta rap scene.
Dude, doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
What?
You know what? Maybe we should do a show on this one day. And we'll tease it now. No one has ever written. Maybe Jeff Pearlman can do this. He's the
man.
the official, biographer of our show. Someone needs to sit down and actually come up with, whether it is a book or a documentary or whatever, no one's ever been able to really give a thorough synopsis of that Seattle scene from around 87 till about 97.
Yeah, mid to late 90s.
That 10-year run there.
Amazing.
Those kids were all from, imagine if like Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Mudhoney, help me out. Soundgarden, Nirvana. Imagine if those bands were all within Loop 410.
Right.
At the same time.
For a decade.
And they'd play local clubs and shit, and then they all blew up and had their own commercial success all over the world. What an amazing story, and I'm so happy that I got to grow up in that scene. And it continues to influence music to this day, the Seattle music scene. And Seattle's a great music town. It's not just the rock singers and the rock bands, grunge, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Candlebox came out of there.
What's Queensryche?
Queensryche.
Queensryche.
Are they a Seattle band, Rick?
I didn't know
I
that.
did not know
guess
that.
so.
Hart is from Seattle. Jimi Hendrix is from Seattle.
Jimi Hendrix from Seattle?
Born and raised.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
Had black guys been getting tattoos in the 60s, Jimmy would have had the Seattle Space Needle on his shoulder probably.
Are we in the
Damn.
trust tree?
Yeah.
We're never out of the trust tree.
I learned Jimi Hendrix was black like 2 years ago.
That's funny.
For real?
That's funny.
For real.
I get that because
I
you
had
just
no
listen.
idea.
You just hear rock. You hear how and you just, yeah. Because I had white R&B soul bands, guys that I always thought were black. And then, you see the video, you're like, oh, damn. He's white.
Yeah,
I get that.
You get grace for that. You get grace for that, mijo. You're from Venezuela. You're 28. I'll give you grace on that. I realize that I'm done fighting my age.
Yeah.
I am not going to get mad at a 28-year-old kid for not knowing that Jimi Hendrix was black until 2 years ago, because that's not his fault. I'm just getting older.
Yeah, his parents weren't listening to Jimmy.
Yeah, it's kind of like, me insulting my father in 1990 saying, I didn't know Sly Stone was black. My dad would have whooped my ass for not knowing that, right? But I realize that there's been some time between Jimmy's death and us sitting in here in the studio with Bouquet.
Right.
It's funny this came up because tomorrow, and this music scene in Seattle continues to influence people even today. Hell, we're going to give Grunge Fest tickets away tomorrow at La Gloria, which is a great way to segue into a promo for tomorrow's remote. If you're watching this thing live, or you happen to catch the show before Wednesday, March the 4th at 5 o'clock p.m., come have a drink with us. Come have some happy hour with us.
Have some lunch.
5 o'clock hour tomorrow. A little dunch.
Dunch, yeah.
At 5 o'clock tomorrow in the building. We'll be live at the Pearl Brewery. We have never done a show at the Pearl. This is super cool. Very cool part of the city. Very hip part of the city. One of my favorite places to go. Right behind the Emma Hotel, where all of the outside road teams play when they play the Spurs. At La Gloria, right there along the river behind Emma at the Pearl. We're going to be there at 5 o'clock tomorrow, the home of the great Johnny Hernandez, their world-renowned chef who's been all over everywhere. And we'll talk to Johnny. We'll have some tacos, drink some margaritas, and chop it up tomorrow. And we're going to give away tickets to Grunge Fest, which is going to come up soon at the Aztec Theater. A band called, where did they go? I had it right here. Okay, here we go. Okay. March 28th is the show, featuring Allison Chains. Okay. Allison.
Wait,
and by the way, the band's called Alice in Chains. It's a reference to a woman who's locked up. Like literally in chains.
That's the literal band's name?
Alice in Chains.
And this is Alice and Chains?
No, the cover band is Allison. Like a female name, Allison.
Yeah.
Last name Chains.
I respect that.
And there's a band called Rusted Cage, which my homies from the back of the 90s would know. That is clearly a tribute to Soundgarden. And then there's a Pearl Jam cover band playing that night too at Grunge Fest called Lemon Yellow Sun, which is a lyric from the song Jeremy. And their tickets are on sale at livenation.com. However, we're going to have 3 or 4 pair tomorrow for free to give away on the airwaves of In the Building beginning at 5 o'clock at La Gloria. Super stoked for that.
The coolest Indian man I know says he thought Orlando Kell was black.
Really? Oh, okay.
I think, what is Orlando a black name?
He's half Mexican.
Yes.
Orlando's a black name?
His name is Orlando, not Orlando. He's Orlando.
Yeah, that definitely depends on how you say it.
The Kell is his father. His mom was Mexicana. He would be like if me and Nina had a baby and he grew up to be Orlando Kell.
Right.
Or Orlando Taylor in this instance. So yeah. Thank you for Mr. Yeah, he's a white man. Rudy still never met him, by the way.
Not in person.
Which is crazy. He's like the busiest guy I know.
He is.
He's constantly in court, and then when he's home, he's home. He's one of those guys that works his ass off all day, but then when he gets home at 5:36, the phones go off because he's got kids and a wife, and that's great. But he's super busy. However, I can get you in touch with him. If you call me, I will hook you up with him. All right. So that is tomorrow. We're going to be at La Gloria. I'm super stoked for that. It is in the building. Welcome at show 514. We already got money coming in from the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios at Pub Sports Radio in Southtown, Texas. Back in the studio where we should be all the time. But, life gets in the way. We can't always be here. If you'd like to donate to us the way Aaron already has and Rib already has, you may certainly do so by jumping into the chat. You can also become a member. So coming up at 5:30, we have a guest. And if all goes well with said guest, in the coming days, we're going to be able to give away an autographed Victor Wembanyama jersey authenticated to a lucky member.
That's called a professional tease.
Correct. 5:30, your chance to win an autographed Victor Wembanyama jersey. It's been completely authenticated. You'll probably wind up selling it on eBay for $5,000, but that's okay. Once it's yours, it's yours. We're going to give away a shirt, a jersey of Wemby signed to a member. It's only $4.99 a month to become a member of this program. You get all exclusive access to all of our exclusive members only shows that we do, our swag giveaways like the Wemby jersey. So yeah, there's that. At 5:30, we'll give you ideas on on what you need to do to get your name in the hopper. All right. All right. We also got T-shirts for sale. We're going to be selling in the building T-shirts as well tomorrow at La Gloria. While we're there, they're $25, and I've got double X's and XLs. All right. Okay.
No mediums or smalls this time.
Set the full show up. Set it all up. All right. Kyler Murray is about to get shown the door. This has just come down, and I got to admit, I perked up when I saw this. The former Aggie.
You're a fan?
Alan Zone. I'm a fan if he's the backup of Dak Prescott. I'm not a fan of him starting for my team.
They can't. Okay, let's set it up, and then I'll get into my take.
All right,
set it up.
All right, fine. So, according to Mickey today, ESPN, the Cardinals have already told Kyler that they're going to cut him on the first day of the league fiscal year, which is next Wednesday.
Yeah.
They're going to try to trade him. No one's going to give them anything. They'd rather just take their chances on free agency. That, according to our boy Adam Schefter. The Cardinals already owe Kyler almost $37 million next season. So
Damn.
He's getting $37 from the Cardinals no matter what.
Okay.
But they're going to owe him another $20 million that would have triggered March the 15th for 2027.
Yeah, he ain't seeing that.
They are done with him. They're so done with him, they're willing to pay him $36.8 million in 2026 to not play for them, which means you'll be able to get him for a hell of a lot cheaper. Hey, man, I can be talked into Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott backup, if indeed that's what Kyler Murray wants to do, if there's not a starting market for him, which I'm sure there will be because, as we all know, you don't have to be a fucking Rhodes Scholar to run an NFL team, and some dumbass team will probably try to throw him money. But outside of that, I don't see any reason, Rudy, why he can't come in and back up Dak.
I don't like
him.
No. I like Kyler. I like Kyler. He's talented.
He is.
I won't say like. I don't trust Cowboy fan base.
Okay.
To be able to control their pants, rigor mortis, once Dak has a bad game. I don't like the media fiasco that will come with it if he's Dak's backup. Like, it would be a shit show. I hate to curse so early in the show. It'll be a shit show.
I already have. It's okay.
Yeah, so I like it. I just don't know. First of all, it would be the most Jerry thing ever to do.
Yeah.
But every week, shoddy, you're down 14. Dak had thrown his second pick. The offense really couldn't do much.
Yep.
How much consideration did you think bringing in Kyler at the half? Every week. Clarence and all the guys up there that cover the Cowboys on a daily basis. That's all we would be talking about.
Okay, cool.
See?
I love it.
You just entertain me.
Because I don't think it's going to impact Dak.
Don't?
I don't think so. I think he's beyond that kind of thing. Now, okay, let me say this. I could be wrong about that because they've never brought anybody in that could remotely even challenge him ever. Why not, though, at 34 years old? Knowing that he's probably going to get hurt, the law of averages suggests he's going to miss time because he didn't miss any games this year. Yeah. Dak gets hurt every other season on the average.
Now, if we're going by the Mike Taylor book of Job, just entertain me, I'm down. Yeah. I'm down. If we're going by that book, I'm down. But the only problem I think we're running into, there's a good 8 teams that could use him. And that's just
me. As a starter?
Yeah, like I take as crazy as it sounds, if I'm the Raiders, I'd take him over Mendoza.
You take Kyler over Mendoza?
I don't think Mendoza's going to be a dude.
Okay, then that means you should, if you have an opportunity to sign him, if you're Dallas, then you just got a guy that you think should start in the NFL as your backup.
New Orleans, the Dolphins,
he's still young.
The Jets. There's a few teams that are probably going to overpay for Kyler's services.
They need a backup. Dallas.
You don't want a rookie? You don't want to mold a guy? No.
They're not going to take one. They don't have the balls. Hell, they don't have you don't want them taking Kyler Murray. They damn sure aren't going to spend a first-round pick.
No, they won't do that.
The first time Dak has a tough game, they're going to be calling for that kid.
True.
Go get me Kyler Murray in here for $6-7 million or how much ever it's going to cost me. Why not? That's the quarterback position. It is the most important position on earth. Jerry acts like I'm going to be spending money this offseason. Now he's all in.
Right.
He meant 26. He didn't mean
Right.
24. He meant 2026. Now I'm all in.
Right.
If that means if you're all in and you go and you spend all this money at linebacker and safety and you bring a running back in to platoon with Javonte Williams and you bring in whatever else, then that means you got to go get you a solid backup quarterback in case Dak does go down, because since we're all in and we're throwing all this money around, we can't have it get wrecked by Dak getting hurt.
One of the good things about bringing him in, if we're sticking with the boys, Mike, is when inevitably Dak gets hurt, the season doesn't go to shit. Because you normally, it's like,
Sure,
you bring in,
does.
it goes to shit and everybody quits and it's just like, okay, season's over.
Right, but you got Kyler out there and
You just keep on trucking.
He's been humbled a little bit. Maybe he's matured some. I don't know. Maybe,
I don't know either.
Maybe they talk to him and he's still a little douche. Maybe he's soft. Maybe he's
still playing Call of Duty all the time instead of reading the playbook.
He's got bones of delicate sugar. Maybe he can't handle it. Maybe he just can't handle it. Maybe he doesn't want to.
Right.
But if he gets humbled enough to where he's out of a job and Dallas brings him in, he's a Dallas kid.
He would be going home.
Maybe he gets his head on right just for a year or two.
And then, there's so many layers. Let's say he has a great training camp.
Great.
Has a great preseason.
Excellent. That means I did the right thing.
It would be so much shit going on up there.
If I can't sign a backup quarterback that's good without hurting everybody's feelings and ruining my locker room chemistry, then I have culture problems.
Well, we know that.
Oh, and they already do. So fuck it. Go get Kyler Murray and risk it. Because I'm going to spend
risk it for the biscuit.
I see myself spending money this year. Okay. That means you need to have a backup quarterback for insurance. That's why you have insurance. You probably aren't going to wreck your car, but what if you do? You don't want to drive around with a junked-ass car that's got a busted light and a screwed-up bumper because you don't have any insurance to fix it. Kyler Murray might be a decent insurance policy if Dak goes down. And if they can't handle that mentally, then F them anyway.
Yeah. I don't mind it, especially from an entertainment standpoint, but you're going to have one of these jet-like teams to overpay.
Probably so.
You'll have one,
by the way,
the Saints or somebody.
If I'm him, if I'm his handlers, he's a grown man, obviously, but if I'm his agent, his lawyers, his reps, I might rather him go to Dallas for a year and back up Dak than go to the fucking Jets.
Oh, no. Well, Kyler's not. Kyler wouldn't sign with the Jets.
He goes to the Jets.
They'd have to give him $100 million every penny guaranteed. Nobody wants to go to the Jets.
His career is over. They're franchise tagging running backs and shit up there.
Don't even get me started on that.
They're never going to understand what they need to do to get out of the toilet. I'm sorry, Buki. I can't wait for you to come in here one day and say, I've decided to switch teams. You do that, I'm going to buy you tickets to that team's game. I'm going to buy a jersey and root for that team too, because I'll be so happy that he got the Jets out of his skin.
I already tried that. It didn't work.
Well, who'd you
try? Who'd you go to?
The Broncos. They're exceedingly boring.
They're not boring. What do you want? You want? They're
What do you
exceedingly
mean boring?
Just entertain me, baby. That's what I've heard.
So you're entertained by the Jets?
Yeah,
that entertains you?
Like
the shit show is the entertaining.
Yeah, when you drive by like a car accident, everyone looks.
Yeah, but you're never entertained. You come in here every Monday, ass whipped because they suck. That's not entertaining.
That's sports.
But you're not entertained by that.
No, but next year we just one more year of suffering. Then come on down, Arch Manning.
I'm a Cowboy fan because of proximity. I'm a Broncos fan because I love Sean Payton. I'm a Bears fan because I love Rudy J. And I like the city of Chicago. And I got room for Mo. I don't give a damn. I'm trying to make this show go national.
Yeah,
I will root for everybody.
All of them.
But if I'm Dallas, I at least have to make the call and consider Kyler.
No, I'll make the call.
Have to.
When do you guys think the next time the Cowboys draft a quarterback in the top 3 rounds is?
In the top 3 rounds?
Yeah.
See, this is where I get mad at the Cowboys because, again, I've seen Tom Brady get Jimmy Garoppolo in the 2nd round and be pissed off about it. I've seen Jordan Love get drafted in the 1st round behind Aaron. I've seen Aaron Rodgers get drafted in the 1st round behind Brett Favre. So we've seen this get done to quarterbacks at a much higher level than Dak. But they refuse to do that because, Dak's their guy and they don't want to hurt his feelings. So that question, Buki, we're 2 years away from that. we're 2 years away from that. I
Yeah.
think they'll let him get past 35. Same stuff is happening now is then they probably will. But I think we're 2 years from that because he's coming off one of his best seasons.
They have, which is why my call Kyler Murray take will probably just turn into just blow
They
hard
ain't gonna
talk
hurt.
show
They don't
shit.
want to hurt Dak's feelings.
Blow hard talk show stuff because they have no history whatsoever of
Making tough
making their
decisions.
starting
Right.
quarterback sweat.
None.
They babied Romo all the way to the end. They never anticipated Dak being even 5% of what he turned into being. That was not a threat to Romo. It just happened he miracled his way to the starting
Right.
job, you know. And they've never once made Dak uncomfortable either, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The Packers draft guys in the first effing round while their current guy's in his prime state.
Winning MVPs.
Yeah. You don't think Sean Payton won't draft a solid quarterback the first chance he gets? To hell with Bo Nix's feelings. I'm trying to win the title here.
Competition breeds greatness.
Yes, the teams the teams that win every year do the things that teams that win every year do. The teams that lose every year wind up with Kyler Murray and paying him $37 million to go away. All right, it is in the building, presented in part by Slackers, the official sports bar in the building. It's crawfish sizzin'.
This Saturday, man, 2 o'clock, $20. $20, all the mud bugs you can stuff down your pie hole while supplies last.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no party like a Slackers party. It's the Nacogdoches location. Huge inside space, so don't get scared. I know there's rain in the forecast. There's you get your mud bugs. It'll be under a tent. Mike knows the guys making it. They do a great job. There'll be plenty of room inside to go take your mud bugs in there if
They're
the
great.
forecast stays the same. Swag giveaways, DJs, free samples from about 1,000 liquor vendors and beer vendors. Come on out to Slacker Saturday afternoon and hang out.
All right, we have a significant Cowboy injury already.
Who got hurt?
Donovan Ezeraku. Just kind of surreptitiously happened to have hip surgery some days ago. They finally let us know. And he's probably going to be ready for the start of training camp. Probably. But already, here we go. They decided to trade Micah Parsons, which I supported.
We all
and
did.
And I love this kid Ezeraku. He was okay his rookie year, but then I find out he's having hip surgery already.
Hip surgery's no
Massive
bueno.
red flag.
Yeah, hips.
Massive.
When the hips go, a lot goes.
Dude. So they say he'll probably be ready for training camp. Okay, fine. Which means no doubt about it, he's a player on opening day in September or whenever the first game is. But I saw that today and thought, ugh. Because I'm willing to trade that 12th overall for Max Crosby.
Right.
But I still need the kid on the other end. Because if he has half the career that Max Crosby's had or Mike has had, he'll demand big bucks in a few years. But
now you want to show me all in? Go get Kyler Murray and Max Crosby.
okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
Show me your
Trying
all
to win here.
Right.
Trying to make money. Trying to win. Trying to make money.
Here to make money.
Here to make money. And hopefully Kyler won't play one damn down all season long unless he's going out there in a blowout win and he's doing the Landry shuffle, and that's all he
Right.
ever does is take an E. And that's fine. But if Dak were to go down, I need somebody, especially if you do trade for Max Crosby, if you do get another free agent, if you do find a good running back, or Jaden Blue turns into something finally, which I wish he would.
I don't know.
Maybe you do have signs of being really good and you're going to spend some money. You cannot shit on your backup quarterback position because then it's all for nothing if Dak goes down. And I know they won't be as good if Dak gets hurt, but you can at least stay competitive if you have somebody worth a damn backing him up, which they've not had in a long time. All right, what else today? We got a Spurs game tonight if you're watching this thing live. We have an opportunity for you to win a Victor Wembanyama autographed jersey coming up here in a minute. So Spurs at Philly tonight as NBC kicks it old school with the great Bob Costas on the call with Doug Collins. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't realize Doug was still alive. I just hadn't thought of his name in a while. So Doug Collins, Mike Fratello are going to call the game with the great Bob Costas. I think
Fratello still got the fro?
Yeah, we'll find out tonight.
The curly
probably
fro?
thick white
Yeah.
or gray. Hannah Storm, I think, is doing studio. And Jim Gray is doing courtside. This will be cool.
It's going to be cool, but just know if you have any dirt, Jim Gray will ask you.
Yeah.
Pete Rose, did you bet on baseball? Bitch,
Yeah.
we're at an All-Star game.
Oh my God! I wish Pop could come out of retirement from coaching
Just for Jim?
for tonight to have Jim Gray have
Pop,
to ask him
how is
questions.
your health? What? You know?
Pop would just take the fine and not do it.
Yeah,
yeah. So this is going to be cool. What was it? Gray's famous for asking Pete Rose that all kind of bullshit. He asked. He did that all the time. He
was a jump out the
snuck up on
bushes.
dudes
He was a hop out the
all the
bushes
time.
media guy.
Loved it.
Loved it.
He was the ambulance chaser guy.
Yeah.
And he's made a hell of a living doing it. He
No.
still does the podcast with Tom Brady after all these years.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure he'll be fine tonight doing studios. So tonight, the old school NBC as Spurs play the Sixers. Shocking development that Joel Embiid is unavailable because he's injured.
Screw that dude.
This will be Dylan Harper playing the day he found out earlier this morning that he is the Rookie of the Month.
Well, shit, the Spurs had a hell of a Black History Month. Mitch was the coach of the month. Dylan was the rookie. Wemby was the defensive and the player of the month. Hey, Black History Month for them Spurs. Give it up for them Spurs. What a Black History Month for my guys. Yeah, I was like, damn, they swept it. They swept the month of February on the road.
And Luke Cornett decided to begin
God.
the month of March by telling
Hating on it.
Atlanta to drop the strip club bid at the Hawks game.
I have women that have reached out to me, and they're upset.
Did you guys see Al Horford also added on to that today?
Al Horford jumped in the
Yeah,
boat?
that doesn't shock me.
Yeah. Al Horford was like, yeah, Luke. Yeah.
Well, that's
signed
his
the
guy.
petition?
They're homies.
Yeah, they are.
So did he sign the petition that
I guess so. Yeah, he put on his own little notes app Twitter statement thing. And he's like, yeah, I agree with Luke.
I
him out.
still can't believe Adam Silver's cool with this.
I know. I'm still waiting on them to come down and say, no, we're not doing this.
I don't think they will. They would have done it already.
I think so.
Yeah, good point.
And Luke Cornett was serious, by the way. He was not doing a bit. He means that. That thing he wrote basically asking or basically demanding
This is not right to women.
that the Hawks not do the bid.
Has any sports reporter asked him about it in person?
I'm sure
yet?
they have.
I don't know. Maybe.
I have to do the research on
God
it.
knows we don't. Probably the Spurs are the least covered basketball team in the NBA.
Got a bunch of national guys thinking they're coming out the West. But locally, I don't know if anyone's
Who
asking.
knows? I mean, I doubt it. No one's got the balls locally to do it. You know,
No.
anyone that travels with the team, I doubt's gonna. They reported on it, but I bet they're not going to follow up and ask. I don't want to trash.
So then,
on
if he's serious, then he's never been to a strip club, then, right?
who Luke Cornett?
No shot.
No, look, no. See, I
No
see.
way.
I agree with him. Y'all did not engage me on this yesterday. I agree with Luke Cornett. The Hawks should not be doing this.
I agree. It's beneath them.
Right. What? But I'm not gonna. So I'm not. That doesn't mean I've been to lots of strip clubs. Hell, I've been thrown out of one by the manager because I got too hammered in the showroom years and
I feel
years
you.
and years ago.
You guys are talking to a former strip club boxing commentator.
I know we are. I have no problem with strip clubs. Absolutely no problem. I haven't been to one in a
Shouldn't
hot
be
minute.
affiliated with an NBA regular season game.
Of course.
Right.
Just like you know, at the ticket, they outlawed us doing any remotes or
It
doing
cost
any
us a lot of money.
endorsements.
Cost me a lot of money.
Shit, yeah, it did. Cost us a ton of money.
The strip club paid
You
good.
have to evolve, and you have to know when things are offensive. And it's shocking that the Hawks are doing that. It screams to me they're not. I haven't looked at their attendance, but it's probably pretty low.
Yeah.
When is the game begin?
I don't even know.
I have to look.
I didn't bother looking. I just got wrapped up in the bid.
You, Rudy, you have to watch that game using your league pass feed and
Yeah.
watch all the in betweens.
No, there ain't gonna be
See
no.
what's
There's
gonna
not gonna
happen.
be a poll out there.
I would love
Fake
to
money
see
getting
that.
tipped. That's
My
not gonna
God.
happen.
How funny would that be if that was the halftime show? Just pole dancers. Oh my god!
All right, quick question, Rudy. Do you have a subscription to the San Antonio Express News?
No.
I just dropped mine. It's $30 a month, and I don't find myself reading it near enough. Right?
I don't. That's
Who
that's
can't? Do you
bad. That's
subscribe
messed
to the
up.
local paper in San Antonio,
No,
Texas, where we live.
it was
Okay.
fake outrage.
That's messed
you're
up.
telling me that this sports show, no one on this thing subscribes or is able to read the sports section every day in the local paper. That's what we just divulged. And would you be able to tell that? No, because we don't need to pay for beat writers to cover the team because now there's so many sources. There's so many outlets that do a hell of a lot better job. And I have a recommendation. Okay, let me set this up. The guy we're about to have on, I'm gonna offend him right off the top by asking him how old he is.
Wow. Don't do that.
Because he's got to be 90.
That's
No, but no, all kidding aside, Mike Fisher's about to come on with us. For those that don't know Mike, so I've never actually met him in person, I don't think. We've talked a lot. He's the one who actually hired me without ever having written a word in my life.
nice.
I was writing stuff for Cowboy stuff and doing some Spurs stuff on SI when he was doing stuff with them. Mike is the first sports talk radio host that I ever listened to back in the 80s on KLIF radio on the Metroplex. Riding around with my dad, I had a young father. He was a delivery truck driver, and I would spend summers with my dad riding around in 110-degree weather all over Dallas and Fort Worth delivering chemicals to car dealerships. That's what my dad did.
Yeah.
And we'd listen to Mike Fisher every morning on the way to do it. And Mike's on with us right now. This is a guy here who has a really cool way for you to keep up with the Spurs. Mike has gotten involved in he does stuff with Cowboys Roundtable, which is a newish app, I believe. And basically, it's a way for us all to read up on the Cowboys. I mean, they post 6-7 times a day to keep us up to speed on Cowboys. Well, they've now launched a Spurs Roundtable. It's exclusive to Spurs. And Mike's on with us right now because I wanted to talk to him about old times and the Spurs and how he's doing. But, Mike, we have an opportunity here to give away an autographed jersey. And hopefully whoever wins this won't turn around and sell it for $5,000. But, hey, if it's their jersey, they can do what they want. Tell us how, or tell these people how they have an opportunity to win this jersey. Maybe is that it behind you there in the room? Yeah, cool. All right, very good. All right, good. I see it. That jersey is going to be given away. Mike, how do they win that?
Well, I do want to say the other reason you're having me on this show is to correct the last 7 minutes of mistakes.
Oh, okay, sure. I would love to hear all those mistakes. Follow back with that. Yes.
Okay, first of all, we started on 570 Cliff in the 90s, not in the 80s.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. What was your first year?
Yeah, my first year covering the Cowboys was 1990.
Okay. I missed it by 6.
Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
And I was a newspaper guy there, and then everything we've done is really kind of built on that to now where now it's as you alluded to regarding the San Antonio newspaper, it's all digital. And so cowboysroundtable.com is the manifestation of all the things I've been doing covering the Cowboys for 36 years. I would be a little bit embarrassed if you didn't have some of your Cowboy fans in San Antonio who have no idea who this old man is. I would be a little embarrassed for myself. So somebody at least pretend.
They'll let us know in the chat.
Okay, good. And then same thing with SpursRoundtable.com. Now, we started DallasBasketball.com when Mark Cuban bought the Mavericks because newspapers, in his estimation, the Mavericks weren't on the front page. Now, maybe they didn't deserve to be, but there was a void. So we built DallasBasketball.com. That's now MavsRoundtable.com. And yes, you're right, SpursRoundtable.com. And all you've got to do is go there. The content's incredible, with all due respect to the newspaper. And there's a join button. And all you have to do is hit the join button. That puts you in the community, and that makes you eligible. With one press of a button, that is an authentic, autographed Wemby jersey, Spurs Wemby jersey. You can see it behind me. It's the real deal. And if you're a Spurs fan, there is no price on it. It's through the roof. So just go to SpursRoundtable.com, hit the join button, and that makes you eligible for the Wemby. If you want to win Des Bryant, go to CowboysRoundtable.com and do the same thing. Hit the join. Now, what about your strip club history on this show?
Oh, don't go there, Mike.
So when I was working at the Ticket in San Antonio, one of our big clients was the San Antonio Men's Club, and so I was literally getting paid to do remotes there once a month. And things got out of hand because of our listeners being silly, where our company decided that was now an immoral thing to do. And so we quit taking strip club money, which I'm okay with. At 51 years old now, I don't think the Hawks should promote a strip club during a game. Maybe I'm an old prude now. There's room in this world for a strip club, but not in an NBA game. I agree with Luke Cornett's his letter that he wrote trying to get people to sign it with him.
I just joined.
That's it.
Now we're talking. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say this about Luke Cornett, who, by the way, grew up in Dallas. His mom was a news anchor here. He's the one with some balls. Can you say balls on this show?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
say whatever you want.
that takes balls in this day and age to go against the cool vibe. Oh, we're all so cool. We go to strip clubs. Oh, it's all so funny. We had fun at the strip clubs. No matter what you think of his opinion, for him to be, because I haven't heard the second person stand up and say it.
I know.
I haven't heard the second NBA player say, that is kind of just something that
Kind of cringe.
First of all, frankly, I'm not a strip club guy, unlike you, Mike. I mean, it's a little. Yes, you are. I can smell it on you from Dallas. I think it's, there's a seedy underbelly to it.
Sure.
But it has its place. But probably, I hate to be one of those, what about the children? But probably not when I'm bringing the family to the.
No, absolutely not.
Of course not. Thank you. The voice of reason helping me out in here. Very good.
All right, now newspapers.
Okay. No offense to the Express News, but we get 2 to 3 Spurs articles a week. You guys are dropping 3 to 4 a day. There's no difference. There's no comparison.
Correct. Our Cowboy coverage, we will. You're right, and we do. If there's, we call it anytime a blade of grass moves at the Star, we cover it. So we'll have 12 stories over the course of a day, and we're all over the Spurs as well, of course, the Mavericks and the rest. Also, college football. If you're a Longhorns, roundtable.com, same thing. Because I want the industry to be healthy, I still pay for the local newspaper.
I love that.
But where you need to figure it out, even at your advanced age, you're still a baby when it comes to money. You paid $30 a month?
I paid $29 a month.
Okay, call them back and say, I want your special offer. And they'll give it to you for $1.
Yeah,
for sure,
will.
Mike.
That's a great idea. You know what? I will do that.
They do that all. You can't see your cable. They'll be like, okay, we'll lower it to 50 all the time, Mike.
Sure.
All the time. My wife does. My wife calls all those companies every 6 months and says, we're going to quit. They say, no, please don't. And in the newspaper situation, the only people that are subscribing to the newspaper now, by and large, are like in their 90s.
Yeah.
So if you're running a newspaper, it's literally a dying audience. And so, yes, they will give you the San Antonio paper for $1 if you tell them to.
Okay, I'm going to do that. All right, and I'm going to get back to you on that. I'm not kidding. I'm really going to do that.
Yeah,
because I don't want to not subscribe to my local paper either.
Right.
I've been a subscriber for almost 20 years. I moved here in 2007, and in the last couple of 3 months, I'm like, I'm going to let this go. It's $29. I don't really find myself going to it every day like I used to, but if I can get it for $1, that changes everything. So I'm going to make that call for sure.
And can I say one more thing about it?
Of course.
Yes, you're supporting the community and all that kind of stuff. And you're right about Twitter and social media. It's right there. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't watch the games anymore. They just watch the highlights, and that's part of where we are. But there are some important things going on in San Antonio, Texas, and the country that aren't just about the Spurs or aren't just about the Cowboys. And so there's some guy who's working his ass off at the San Antonio paper covering city council, and it's still an important job, even though we obviously don't value it near enough.
Great point.
Agree, 100%.
There's my journalism lecture for the day.
Or we can start a San Antonio roundtable, and I won't have to go to the paper.
Right.
I cover city council. That's right.
All right. You don't need and I'm sure there's some folks that are going to watch this and know who you are. You've been around so long. You don't need an introduction to me. However, we are a very paranoid city down here. I learned that when I first moved here. I did not realize what a chip on the shoulder many San Antonians have. What I mean by that is, who is this guy from Dallas thinking he's going to get me to read about the Spurs? What makes him credible? Who are these reporters he uses to cover my team? I know they're going to ask.
It's a good question. And so, I won't spend too much time on my personal resume, but I've been doing this for 40 years now.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Even though I don't look a day over.
No, you look great. You look better than both of us. You look great.
And so, there is something to me about experience and credibility, and you guys have it. You're living it. And so, I started doing this in John Elway's rookie year was my rookie year covering the NFL, and covered 2 Super Bowls with those Broncos. Then moved to San Francisco, covered those 2 Super Bowls in '88, '89. Then moved to Dallas and began covering the Cowboys. And when they went to their 3 Super Bowls over the course of 4 years, I'm like, I'm kind of a lucky rabbit's foot. Everywhere I go, they go to Super Bowls. And then again, the NBA background and the NFL background as well. But Jonah Kubicek is our point man on the Spurs, and he lives and breathes Spurs. Cool. And we've got an incredible, really a truly incredible staff that covers the Spurs, the NBA, the Mavericks, and the Cowboys, I would just ask you to go. It's just one push of the button. Go check it out. Go check out CowboysRoundtable.com and SpursRoundtable.com. You will be completely sold, because here's a word that some of your audience might have to ask their grandparents. What does that mean? Gravitas.
Yes.
Yes.
I still think that even in this new age, that storytelling matters, that quality matters, that depth matters, that the fact that I can tell you, I'm not telling you Troy Aikman stories because I saw him on TV. I'm telling you Troy Aikman stories because I lived with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling you Maverick stories or Cowboy stories or Spurs stories from a distance. This is something, I mean, we're like you guys, again, I'm living and breathing this NBA and NFL every day of my adult life. And that shows up in our coverage.
Sold. I already was, but
I'll join.
Everybody watching right now, if you're not going to go to Spurs Roundtable and Cowboys Roundtable right now, then turn our show off.
No.
They don't want you watching anymore. No, they
Mike, we got a guy.
Mike's thing going.
We got a guy in the chat already said, yeah, he said, I got into it with Mike on Twitter a while back.
Oh, somebody had a Twitter fight with you.
Yeah, the Twitter fight with you a while back.
That's great.
You know how those Twitter people are, Mike. They know more than everybody.
Well, and I love it
Me too.
in a sense, because it's the modern version of just two guys talking across the fence, two neighbors
Right.
talking across the fence. We have kind of devolved to the point where, as you note, see, I'm deferential. If I don't argue with a doctor on Twitter,
Same.
Right.
Yeah.
doctors, or in real life, if the doctor says you got a broken ankle, I tend to believe him.
Yeah.
And so if a lawyer says no, that's not illegal, Mike. Quit griping. And so for the most part, I think people understand that this is how I spend my whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out who the Cowboys are going to take at 12 and 20 that's what I do all day.
Yeah.
And so let's have a discussion. But when you start telling me I'm stupid, no, I might be wrong.
Right.
I'm not stupid. And I try to have the utmost respect for everybody. Now, in regard to this fella who's popped on here, I assume I won the argument. Can we all agree on that?
Of course.
Of course. And he still
One thing that Granddaddy taught me: don't get into an argument that you can't win.
That's right.
Amen.
Damn right.
So I like to already know the answer, and my
Mhm.
if I was going to have a contest with my wife on Jeopardy,
Yeah.
and it was important, I might tape the edition of Jeopardy, watch it, and then play it for her like it's live. Puerto Rico. What is Puerto Rico?
I like it.
Who is Barry Manilow? I would know all the answers.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Knowing all the answers.
All
Who
right.
is
So,
Barry Manilow, by the way? I don't know where that came from.
all right. How old were you in 1990?
I was 30, so I'm 66 now.
Wow.
With
Okay.
with the physical attributes of a 49-year-old, the machine says.
I
am
love
a beast.
Hey, how old were you?
I tell you.
So how old were you covering the Broncos?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I was a baby, 24, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a boy genius. And I've got stupid every single year of my life.
So, I mean, I know I don't want to dwell on the past, but it's super cool to talk to you in this way because I mean that. Okay, it was 1990. So David Gold, Norm Hitzges, Mike Fisher, Cliff. That was part of their daily lineup, and my father was all in. And the reason I got into talk radio, not to get all weird and sentimental, but I got into talk radio because my dad loved it so much.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do that because my father was so into it. And Mike was the guy my dad listened to that I got influenced by. So in a weird way, Mike, you and I are connected in that way. So I think that's pretty cool.
very
I'm
cool.
so old that your dad
Yes.
looked up to me.
He did. Oh, he's 3 years older than you. I'm gonna talk,
Okay.
I'm gonna call. Yeah, I had Fisher on. He's 66.
Six.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing, and I know you guys hear it, and I know the audience appreciates this too. There's nothing better than that. You're in a bar or a barbershop or the grocery store, and somebody comes up to you and says, "Aren't you Mike Taylor?"
The best.
Yeah.
It really is rewarding. Every once in a while, and celebrities will do this, and I get, don't bother me at dinner thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, do bother me at dinner because I wouldn't be able to afford this dinner if you didn't read CowboysRoundtable.com or SpursRoundtable.com.
Bingo. All right.
My younger son, he finds that bothersome. But Dad, what about our private time? And I said, they are paying for your private time. So I love, and plus, we wouldn't be in this industry if we weren't egomaniacal attention hogs.
Oh my God.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
Absolutely.
So yes, if you see me in the bar or the barbershop or the grocery store, come on over.
I have no other skills. This had to work. This had to work.
Right.
You know? And so
my dad owned a plumbing outfit, thing. And so when I was a teenager, I was digging sewage, rivers of sewage and going down in them with big boots. And one summer I'm down in there. You know what soil pipe is?
Yes.
Okay. It weighs as much as a person and there's a broken, I'm down there trying to unscrew the sewage pipe, the soil pipe and the sewage. I just looked up at my dad and I said, I'm going to college.
I'm going to watch football and get paid.
Yeah, I'm going to roll around the country with Craig.
Roundtable. It's Cowboys Roundtable and Spurs Roundtable. And so when did you launch Spurs Roundtable? It can't be that long ago.
Yeah, just a couple months ago.
Okay.
James Hartman, who you guys might have heard of, he invented years ago Rivals.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then invented Scout, and then invented 24/7. So he called me about 4 months ago. He says, "I'm going to get the gang back together."
Okay.
We have financial backing. We have the available this incredible platform technologically. So he said, "We need some horses." So I said, "Saddle me up," and away we go.
Awesome. Okay, it's Spurs Roundtable. Click join for free, and as soon as we get to a certain number, we're going to pick a lucky person. You're going to get that Wemby jersey. Okay, I'm actually going home, if you want to call it that, to see my father this weekend.
Oh, good.
How do I get that Wemby jersey? I can come meet you somewhere, or I can have you mail it. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Tell your dad to go to SpursRoundtable.com and hit the join button.
I will do that. Okay, cool. We'll figure that part out.
Say hello to your dad. It really is your story is very flattering to me. I appreciate it.
And that's only the 5-minute version too. It's really, really cool. All right, Mike, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Look, I'm a long admirer, big fan. I don't know why we haven't collaborated more over the years. I'd like to rectify that starting now.
Deal.
All right, cool.
You got a deal.
My man, thank you.
Thank you.
It's funny. He was 30 years old. I didn't know that. But I'm in 90. I was 15. 16. I never occurred to me that he was young, and he was 30 years old doing drive time radio in Dallas for one of their major radio stations at the time. And that's my dad and I. We rode around all damn day long. And when my dad wasn't listening to music, it was talk radio. And he had it on that guy's station. And I listened to Norm Hitzges. You probably heard of Norm.
Of course.
And Mike Fisher. And the political show was the Conservative Freight Train and David Gold.
Jesus.
That shit's been going on for a long time.
Jesus. Sounds riveting.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. My dad is the absolute opposite of conservative.
Right.
My dad is an old socialist.
You'd be surprised. Hippie. Most people listen to the opposite.
That's funny.
In the political world.
Oh, my dad listened to Wicked Bitch.
Yeah.
But we loved Norm and we loved Mike Fisher, and to have Mike on. Pretty badass to see that
authenticated Wemby jersey on the line.
That's pretty cool.
Go join. We'll give it away to one of our members. So y'all go join.
Yeah.
It behooves the members to go join.
Yeah. So they just started this, and Mike reached out to me because he thought, well, the only way to get some Spurs fans to click on this thing is to go down there and talk to the official sports talk show of San Antonio in the building. Just saying, it comes off egotistical, but facts not. What do you say? Facts not what? Facts not attacks.
Yeah, facts not attacks.
Facts not attacks. We're the best. And so when you want to come down to San Antonio and you need information, people from the outside reach out to you and me.
Wavy.
So there it is. SpursRoundtable.com. Click join. It's free. You don't have to pay a subscription fee once a month to not get coverage. I mean, they drop 4 to 5 pieces on the Spurs a day. Did one on Dylan Harper the other day. We talked about him a second ago. I've taken shit, by the way, over my Con Knipple take.
Oh,
still.
God. Tell him to get over it.
I know, but I love Derek. I love Dylan Harper. he has this amazing badass makeup that I thought he would have had. That's why we were so geeked when we got him in the draft. You know, I love the kid. You know, and his makeup has been most overt since he came to Texas. We can tell he's going to be a star.
He's a
he
dude.
just turned 20 yesterday.
He's a dude.
Most rookies don't know what the hell they're doing. Most rookies are like dogs with their head hanging out of a truck window. They don't know what the hell's going to happen. They're just riding, got no plan, no idea what's going on, just having a good time.
Like, I'm here.
Yeah, this kid here wants to win titles. He's a baller, and I love him. So, yes, it'd be cool if they could get a shooter. It'd be cool if they had a couple of shooters, And
Mike never said get rid of Harper.
No, I just wondered if maybe Con Knipple would have been a better fit this season. But going forward, I think we can all agree that it would behoove the Spurs to probably bring in some people in their rotation that make threes in big playoff games, which they don't currently have.
Amen.
They might, but no one's been able to prove it yet because they've not been in the playoffs as a squad yet. Vassell can get crazy hot. Champagne can get crazy hot. They look like Danny Green in the finals all the time.
Right.
But they're very streaky. Are these guys, these young guys, going to be able to do those are they going to get streaky hot in the postseason and bail us out when we're struggling and bail the Spurs out if Wemby's in foul trouble or Wemby's being double teamed or
Wemby's on a pitch count.
Steph tweaks an ankle in the middle of a series? Are we going to have kids that can shoot us back into series? We don't have any idea.
Yeah, we just got to pray one of them is hot.
Right, and that's a dangerous way to live.
It's a dangerous game.
In the postseason. That's all I think that's the most eloquent way I can say that. And Con Knipple, by the way, has already broken the all-time rookie record for threes made in the season, and we still have a month left to go. The kid can shoot his ass off. But I wasn't able to say much about Con because I only get one white guy a year, and it was Cooper Flag.
We could go to two. We go to two.
Okay.
Flag and Knipple.
We only have one real estate agent, and it is Jay Ribaldo.
What up, Jay?
Official real estate agent of In the Building is Jay Ribaldo. Ribaldo.
Ricky Baldo.
Always be closing.
ABC.
ABC. That's how this man, let's just call him ABC. Always be closing. It is Ribaldo Realty Group, the official real estate agent of In the Building. 210-887-1081 or Ribaldo.com.
Yeah, closing this morning.
It is Ribaldo.com. Yeah, I looked at his website this morning. Big old thing right there on the front page.
What a way to wake
Closing.
up. Yeah, what a way to wake up
Closing.
to another closing. Shout out to Jay.
Right, damn right. All right. I have an opportunity, or I don't, but we know some people that do have an opportunity for you to meet Johnny Football.
What?
Johnny Manziel
He coming back?
is coming back. He's in the news today,
Is he going to be nice to people?
which
this
we'll
time?
get into. I'm sure he'll be just fine.
Okay.
Pop that flyer up there that we got coming up with Johnny Manziel. So our friends at Pub Sports Radio and other sponsors that they work with have put together an appearance by Johnny Manziel. He's going to be coming to town very soon. And if you'd like information on that, Bouquet, you're taking way too long to get the flyer. What is the information? I can only fill so long.
There it is.
There it goes. All right. Post that, mijo. What's the date on that?
That would be
March 22nd.
22nd. Okay, so it's around the corner. That is what day of the week is that? 22nd.
That is a
Check that out.
Saturday, I believe.
Normally it's a Saturday.
That is a Sunday.
It's a Sunday, though.
No, it's a Saturday.
That is a Saturday.
Okay, Saturday. The
No.
Ides of March.
No,
Wait,
March 22nd is a
Okay,
Sunday.
my bad. I
Yeah,
looked
it's
at
a
the wrong
Sunday.
day. I'm so bad.
It's all good.
Sunday, the 26th. Sunday. Domingo.
Yeah. Buy your shit early too, because you don't want to be waiting in line trying to get all your stuff early or late. So pubsportsradio.com, you can buy your stuff early.
Oh, okay.
And that's
very
with
good.
all. You got to get there early because, again, they're paid for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, how
and
do
when
they-
2:30 hits, he's probably going to leave.
So if I buy my stuff in advance, that means I get a pretty decent spot in the line. I'm not waiting to buy tickets at the door.
Yes. And
Okay.
I could say this. Say, Mike, your father would like something, for example. He could order something online, buy the thing online, and we can ship it to him.
Oh, cool.
Outstanding. That's
So if
super
you can't,
cool.
that is cool.
Pub Sports Radio, they have loaned us Bouquet, I guess, for life.
Been over
which
a
is-
year.
Which is great. He's like a soccer player on loan, from the big club.
At least we're like common law married at this point.
Certainly,
Yes.
no question. And Pub Sports Radio's been so good to me and Rudy. Took us in on a moment's notice. And I don't ever want to forget that. I don't want Jeff Slaughter, who runs Pub Sports Radio, to ever think that I have forgotten how hospitable he has been to
Absolutely.
our program. Bouquet has become part of our show at this point.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Jeff could take him off our show at any time and kick us out of here, and there's nothing we could do. So but I'm super grateful. So when they do have cool things coming up, like the Johnny Football signing, or Pubapalooza, which is also coming up that third week of March, me and Rudy want to go all in and help Jeff do all those things he wants to do, and promoting Johnny Football's appearance in town is one of them.
Amen.
All right, so Bouquet, make sure that Johnny Stalker is not there the day of this. Where is this going to go down at? Where's the signing?
Heroes and Fantasies.
Okay.
At 281, some highway 281. Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of fantasies?
You know.
Dude, it's nerdy ass Pokemon cards and
Don't do
Dungeons
that.
and Dragons and bullshit
Dungeons
like
and Dragons
that.
a great time.
Oh, there you go.
See?
Oh my god,
That's
that's his idea of fantasies. Dungeons and Dragons naked. Naked.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm shocked you know.
All right, before I unsubscribe from the local paper, I did see this article here in the Express News. Aggie star Johnny Manziel files defamation suit against woman. Judge has granted him a restraining order. So the judge, after seeing the evidence, realized that there is enough evidence that this girl's legit crazy. So Manziel, not only has he filed a restraining order against this girl, she lives in College Station, okay, makes sense. He's also now filed a lawsuit against her. That's how creeped out he is by her. Says Manziel filed the suit Friday in Brazos County Court, which is College Station.
Mm-hmm.
This chick's name is Mackenzie Carter.
Of course, it's Mackenzie.
Spelled M-A, capital K-N-Z. Mackenzie Carter.
Jesus.
That's a shot at white folks, Rudy.
Sorry.
That's exactly what you just did. You profiled my dad's people. All right, so the judge has granted a sweeping emergency temporary restraining order against said Mackenzie Carter, finding that Manziel faced, quote, probable, imminent, and irreparable injury if the order is not immediately issued. She's now he won't have anything to do with her, and so now she's threatened to hurt him physically. Why does it go from I love you, I worship you, fuck you, I'm going to kill you?
Because humans are stupid. Men do this all the time.
Right.
I can't have you, no one can, because humans are stupid.
She has reached out publicly to his friends, family members, business associates. Johnny lives in Phoenix, but he does a lot of business in Texas.
Obviously.
He does signings all the time. He's always playing golf with rich people and going to card shows, and he does a lot of stuff in Texas where he's a fucking legend. He's from here. His family's here. He likes to come here. Every time he comes here, this gal is trying to kill the son of a bitch.
Johnny got that magic stick, huh? The only thing that can make a girl act like that, Johnny got that magic stick.
He hit that crazy spot. He hit the crazy.
You hit that spot. You hit that right muscle. They start threatening to kill you.
So his lawyer is something called Aaron Hutchins, tells KBTX Television and College Station that taking legal action is the last resort, and Johnny didn't want it to come to this. Says, we're saddened that we had to go down this route. It was just the only option we had left to protect Johnny and his friends and family and business associates from continued messages. That's
How
horrible.
old is she?
No,
Don't say.
No, it doesn't say. She's
I'm gonna
probably
guess my
not.
age.
She's probably in her 20s.
So Johnny rolled through,
Yeah.
put the magic stick on her, left.
Okay, that's we don't know
My
that.
opinion,
We don't
Johnny
know
rolled
that.
through for a signing, dropped off the magic stick,
Yeah.
and left. And every now and then he'd drop off the magic stick, but now he's done, and she can't let it go.
This is also, I'm not blaming him, but this is also a result of what a legend he became, and a lot of it through his partying. Because he probably didn't turn down any pizza for
No, God,
5 years.
No.
He probably got laid
John,
every day.
he ran through that campus.
Oh my God! So this girl was probably something. Perhaps they met.
Maybe.
She's some
No
sycophant,
proof of this.
Some sycophant that worshipped him, and it's a fine line between being a sycophant and a psychophant.
Yeah.
And she's turned into that. She's like Stan on the Eminem song, trying to kill this man. So Eddie Vedder had one of these, and he wouldn't have anything to do with her. And this is pre-internet, and she decided, and she wrote him a letter to his house saying, "Yeah, I'm going to kill you."
That's Stan.
And he was freaked out. And she was writing letters back in the day. Ed went and put a 8-foot brick wall around his house because he was scared to death of this woman. No bullshit. She went down to Ed's property one night in Seattle, got in her little Datsun pickup truck, and went 95 miles an hour on purpose into the wall. Killed her instantly.
Respect.
So he had to come outside of his house to that. The good news was she was dead.
Commitment.
The good news?
Golly. Well, she was no longer going to bother him. No doubt it traumatized the shit out of him.
I'm going to go ahead and say it was good news that she was dead.
Rudy, when you're that crazy,
Lord,
you got to get died.
Jesus.
Yeah. If you're willing
she killed herself. It wasn't like he did it.
95 miles an hour into a brick wall.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's when you got to live in Texas. In Texas, you come on my property.
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is in Seattle.
Yeah.
And they don't have a lot of guns up there, so she didn't. She just decided, cool, if you're going to build a wall to keep me out, I'm going to kill myself on your wall as punishment.
I'm going to drive right through it.
Mackenzie Carter, you need to move on. You're a young woman. You have your whole life ahead of you. You are on the brink of disaster, girl.
She thought they were going to be together forever, run off into the sunset.
He's Johnny Manziel, girl. No, be happy you got your turn. You got a story to tell your grandkids.
You got your turn.
God almighty.
You got your turn. I
All
like
right,
it.
let's segue into People I Want to Punch, presented by the Law Office of Orlando Kell, who's been in the chat because people thought he was a black dude, which is funny. I can't wait to tell him that.
AD thought he was black.
That's hilarious. It's time for People I Want to Punch here on In the Building on Love You Hard TV.
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
Why?
The New York Jets.
Gee.
Dude, there's nobody on that team that is worth saying, no, you can't have him. What the hell? The Jets, under this current state that they're in, have no reason to keep anybody on that team and ever. You want to talk about relegating teams. There's certain teams that you should be like, okay, y'all aren't allowed to use your franchise tag. Like, Bryce Hall should not be subject to this. Like, the Jets don't deserve a franchise tag.
No.
They're the worst ran organization in sports. Only maybe rivaled by maybe like the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Right. Yes.
Like, Bryce,
Marlins.
The Jets get to have a franchise tag? And not only that, why are you franchise tagging someone? Why do you want to make Bryce Hall a top 5 paid running back when you have 21 other holes?
Can't lose him for nothing. You got to flip him.
He's a fucking running back.
He's got to get traded next year.
Dude,
that's a 4th round.
You don't okay, we probably will never relegate. Okay, fine. But we're going to keep beating that drum. But I should at least be able to take your franchise tag away.
We're going to have a
Brees.
relegation
I said Bryce.
Show.
It is
We're
Brees.
I'm
sorry.
A relegation show soon. We need to just do a show where we just
relegate MLB, NFL, NBA.
Hey, if we keep it at a buck, Jets ass, and they need to be relegated.
Right.
Absolutely. Just kicked out. And it's a shame that they represent the #1 media market in the freaking country.
And they get 1 million clicks a day. Yes, Brees. Appreciate you, Henry. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. It's Brees. Something with a B that doesn't deserve to be in that bullshit.
Sucks for him. Great for the Jets. 4th round pick.
I want to punch Atlanta Brave Jurickson Pro.
What was he taking, Mike?
Hey, man, I didn't know I said Mr. Prehes, okay, because I didn't mean to do it in my game.
So last year he gets popped for 80 games?
Yep.
PEDs.
Yep.
He's on testosterone. He's actually taking pills that they give pregnant women because when they're pregnant, I guess their testosterone levels get out of whack. This fool's taking testosterone, got busted
all of a sudden my English is not that good. I didn't know, and my agent, it's not my fault. I didn't know.
You get to play. Hey man, I didn't know I'm just a dumb ball player once.
One time.
But you don't get to play it.
Is that what he's rolling
months
with?
Later,
Is that what he's rolling with?
Again. He's going to get suspended all 162.
A full
What a jackass.
That's no pay.
Yep.
That's no
Without pay.
And he was going to obviously represent the Netherlands in the WBC. That's out.
No, that is
You can't play with
out.
you can't play in the WB. What does that have to do with MLB?
It's an MLB like sponsored.
Oh.
Like saying,
Yeah, I mean, kicked out of anything MLB is involved. I mean, I'm sure in the Netherlands they'll let him go play in their league over there.
And he's pretty good,
Now
isn't
they
he?
have one.
he's okay.
He's fine. He's a starter.
Yeah.
You know, he's fine.
I mean, he used to be a top prospect forever of the former Texas Rangers.
That's right.
That's
So
right.
I saw him play at Wolf Stadium. Once again, playing the whole thing. I had no idea. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here, man. He should punch himself. Thinks he's gonna you get caught and you just go right back to it. What are we doing here, Bubba? I'm dumb.
I could argue testosterone shots shouldn't be illegal.
Oh, and I would be right there with you. But they are.
They are,
Baseball
yeah. Once
kicks
they
you
are,
out without pay.
Once they are,
so
like
don't do it.
I'm not losing. I'd rather bet 182 and get
No.
relegated to second 2A than lose a year of pay.
I got another punch. I want to punch. I normally just punch a person. I want to punch any persons that have made fun of Aggies wide receiver Casey Concepcion
Why?
Good punch.
because they rolled him out there during the combine. Yeah, thank you. The combine in Indianapolis, and he has a speech impediment and he has a real bad stutter. But KC was a badass. He wanted to, and he it's well known that he has a stutter. But hey, they want to interview me. I need to go out there and do this. It's part of the obligation. I want to get drafted as high as possible. He's a fucking stud wide receiver. He can play for the Cowboys tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned. And he has a bit of a speech impediment, and he stutters a little bit. And here he's got 45 cameras in his face. He's on TV, and all these reporters are all up in his shit. And his stutter he had a little setback with it.
Did people really make fun of that?
He got annihilated on social media.
That's why I hate humans.
And he came out and was like, "Hey, this is who I am," and the haters can fuck off. Good for that kid. I hope he's all right.
You know,
That
it's
sucks.
funny, not funny, but it's ironic you bring that up because filming the golf show this past weekend, again, I told y'all the production team they work with Anthony Bourdain. So these are, I'm trying to learn. So the head guy that runs it, I won't say his name, but he's telling me and the other dude, hey, I want this funny gag. This is what I want y'all to say. And he starts stuttering. And keep in mind, he hadn't stuttered not once. I've been talking to him for almost a full day. And he starts stuttering. So right when I'm about to laugh, because I think I think this is a part of the gag.
Oh.
Right when I'm about to laugh, he keeps stuttering. And I'm like, oh
I
shit.
see.
He has a stutter.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. Like, it's different. It can take you off guard if you don't know that it's there. But I didn't know about the stutter until he's telling us to do a funny gag. So I was about to start laughing. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, look, he probably would have understood that you didn't mean any harm.
No.
You just thought he would realize that you thought he was being
Yeah,
silly.
I thought he was being silly.
Yeah, and and good for Casey handled it fine.
Did he?
I'm sure in private closed doors he's probably upset about it, but publicly he was just like, hey, this is who I am. I've had a speech impediment my whole life. And
You know what? Kenyon Martin had one, but he got rid of it because he's on that podcast. Remember, Kenyon had a real bad, I don't know if it was a tick or a stutter, but he doesn't have it any longer. I don't know what he took or what the speech pathology.
Some people can shake it.
Okay.
Yeah, but some others cannot. Some just get better. Talking shit. Thank you, Henry's mustache. Talking shit on social media is the most pizza thing.
I would never make fun of somebody that had
Casey Concepcion
Right.
would whip the shit out of
I would never do that.
99% of the morons that are having fun at his expense. And who are these people? They got to be young people. They ain't people my age. We ain't doing that.
No.
No. It's gotta
Does
be some
weed help?
slapdick.
Henry Mustache says weed could help.
A stutter? Yeah, I don't know.
Weed helps a lot of shit.
I used to do a work study thing in a speech pathology clinic, so it's very interesting. To
Interesting.
See how
Yeah,
this
good for Casey Concepcion.
Shout out to him. I don't know who he is, but I'll be rooting for him.
Fine ag.
I hate people that get bullied.
He kicked ass.
I hate when people get
He
bullied.
kicked ass last year with you.
The only speech impediment that's funny to make fun of is RFK Jr.'s.
You know what? I'm gonna give him a pass. I'm with him on this.
No.
So what is his crazy reasoning for his voice
the fuck
doing
knows?
that? No, he's got some
Too much red meat.
He's got a worm in his brain.
Not enough vaccines in his life. I don't know.
Some drug made his voice deplete.
What's with this administration and them showing us they can work out? He did like 20 pull-ups.
Yeah, in jeans.
Yeah, Hex said got bench 315. I'm like, what is with y'all? I just want some cheap groceries. I don't care if you can bench 315.
All right, thanks Orlando Kelp for punching. Show also brought to you by my boy who didn't realize Orlando was a white man. I'm gonna tell Orlando, you got to come out to the next thing we do, player. No one knows who you look like.
Yeah,
they don't believe that you're a sponsor.
Hey, Book, I sent you a pic on your phone. I know you've been working the show.
Although
the March specials,
everybody that has worked with Orlando, not only do they know that he's a human being and he exists, they know he's a bad MFer in that courtroom. If you need a guy, Orlando Kell should be your guy. And Texas Cheer Liquor should be your go-to liquor store. 7 spots in town. Oh, look at that.
March
I can feel the heat hot off the press. We got specials. All right.
Sun Cruiser, the variety vodka, iced tea, and lemonade. That's always refreshing. It's about to get a little bit hotter. Templeton Rye Whiskey. And that spiced pear whiskey sour.
Pear?
You like pears?
I do love a pear.
I like,
you like
pear.
a pear? I like
pear
a pear.
Drinks, too.
I like peaches.
Shout out to all them pears.
But I don't like peach cobbler, but I like peaches. But anyway, those are the March specials right there. Sun Cruiser, Templeton, and that OTR spiced pear whiskey sour. Nothing like a good whiskey sour. Again, it's about to get warm. We're about to. Shit, it was 90 degrees last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wasn't down here, but yeah, I heard it was hot. So
it's
about that time. Sun Cruiser, the official, actually, whatever that is, variety pack of the Sun Cruisers are a big Spurs sponsor.
Did y'all not hit 90 in Florida?
No, man.
89, 88.
I was, we're right by the Atlantic.
Oh, yeah, you got that breeze.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? That's right, you're on the beach.
Yeah.
Cocoa Beach, where I went. The first road trip I ever took with my dad was with my dad, my stepmom, and their young ones, my brother and sister, who were young at the time. We drove from Fort Worth all the way to Cocoa Beach, right there by Cape Canaveral.
Beautiful.
So beautiful.
Beautiful.
I forgot about that sea breeze. Of course, y'all didn't get to 90 in that beautiful part of the world.
Nah.
All right. What else today? We do have a Spurs game tonight. I got to go watch it here in a minute. It's on NBC. Looking forward to. I
want to see. The Spurs. Something goes on with those guards with Fox, Castle, and Harper. When a guy like Tyrese Maxey, and help me pronounce the young gentleman's name that went to Baylor.
VJ Edgecombe?
Yeah.
Guy that kicked an old lady recently?
Yeah, he kicked an old lady. Shout out to him. She probably deserved it. No.
Shout out to him.
I'm kidding.
For kicking an old
I'm
lady.
Kidding.
Made her bleed.
And I'm making fun of y'all for making fun of RFK, but I'm promoting kicking old women. But they get a little feisty, a little chip on the shoulder-ish when these backcourts come in. So I wouldn't be surprised if Lishcombe and Maxey struggle tonight. Castle, Fox, and Harper take that shit personal. Just ask some of the guards that they've had to face. So Maxey's a dude now. So is the other kid. They're both dudes, but these 3 dudes, they take pride in their defense.
Yeah,
so
I
wouldn't be shocked if the Spurs you're not going to shut Maxey down because of the volume, but I wouldn't be surprised if he struggles tonight.
All right. Housekeeping items. No doubt reaction from this game will be all over SpursRoundtable.com.
Yep.
Which is a new partner that we're going to be talking about all the time. They drop 6, 7, 8 Spurs things a day. They do podcasts as well on that site. It's free. We need as many people to join it as we can. If we get a certain number of our people that go to SpursRoundtable.com and click join, if we get a certain number, he's going to give me that Wemby jersey we talked about, me and Mike earlier and Rudy. and we're going to pick a very, very lucky human being, and you're going to win that Wemby jersey. And he didn't want it to go to somebody in Dallas. He's hoping now if that person winds up winning randomly. That's how it goes. He's hoping to get somebody down here to win that thing.
I would advise whoever wins, give it 50. Hold on to it for about 15 years. Hold on to it.
It's gonna
don't let. I know life is hard.
Yeah.
Don't let 5-10 grand tempt you.
Yeah.
Because the way this thing is playing out, he might win a few.
Yeah.
Go down as a legend, and we may be talking about high 6, low 7 figures for that 10, 15 years from now. So I'd fight off the urge to get a quick 10 grand because you're gonna want to kill yourself in 15 years.
Let's take Uncle Rudy's advice.
Trust me.
It's an investment. It's not a spin.
Right.
Now. You win the jersey.
Right.
If you want immediate reaction when the game is over, the Baseline Bums, they do their post game every single game the rest of the season. The Bums will be doing Spurs post game show on Love You Hard TV, right on our channel. So our channel will be live and active tonight when the game is over. I ought to pop in there and mess with them a little bit tonight, get in the chat, fuck with them some. That'll be fun. All right. Little quick kicks to end the show tonight. Quick kicks. So Bouquet mentioned something yesterday. Now, I'm hoping this goes quickly because I got a lot of stuff to get to. And if this is going to go long, we might have to revisit. Okay. But you said something in passing yesterday, and I wanted to come back to it. We can come back to it again. Although I don't want to drive off the 98% of our viewership that doesn't give a shit about UTSA. No offense. Bouquet, who's the best coach on UTSA's campus? Go.
Pat Hallmark. And I don't think it's particularly close.
Not particularly close.
Yes. Okay. Now, let's state the obvious.
Okay.
Football and baseball money are completely different.
Sure.
Okay, which you just ruined your own argument right off the top.
Let's state the obvious.
Yeah, and which is why your argument's dumb.
Okay.
I think that Pat Hallmark's recruiting job and what he's done to the UTSA baseball program is special. They're ranked in the national poll. 25th.
They just beat the shit out of Baylor, didn't they?
Beat the shit out of them. Beat up the shit out of Coastal Carolina, too. They're number 9 in the country.
Okay.
They're going
Who's number 9 in the country?
Coastal Carolina. They made Omaha, which is their national
they did make
semifinal in baseball, which unfortunately UTSA baseball will never make a national tournament when it comes to football. So
no, they won't.
UTSA, and they won in Austin last year. Went to a super regional, all the way to the final 12.
So because of that,
16.
he's better than Traylor?
I don't make him better than Jeff. That's crazy.
That and this year's performance following up on it.
Oh, my God. It's fucking March the 2nd or whatever. How many kids from last year's team left because they got paid NIL money? Go.
Probably a good amount.
No. You don't get to say that. Probably a good amount. I want data. Because Jeff lost 38 kids from last year's roster. All of them started or second teamers.
And now we were mediocre.
Still won a bowl. You were not mediocre. You won a goddamn bowl. Had they not lost anybody, they're 12-0, and you're pissed off because they don't go to the playoffs because the committee don't put them in.
If Hallmark is who you say he is, then I'm thinking that he's probably going to get stolen soon.
I thought he was going to get stolen last year.
You are reacting in the moment, player.
National semifinalist.
Where did he play college ball? Rice.
Good question.
I don't know.
I know him as a UIW guy.
I think he played.
He was a UIW guy? Okay.
He was their coach.
Or maybe he was an assistant at Rice. I'm not shitting on Pat Hallmark, but you need to give it more than 7 months before you go declaring that a guy who's been there 6 years and gets more blood out of a dried stone than any coach in the country is not better at what he does than what Pat does.
I'm going to have to start paying attention to this team.
So it's funny you say that. Thank you, Rice. So it ain't like I don't know the guy. I want to know how many kids he lost because of NIL last year from this year's team. And if he lost a bunch, then I'll give him his propers. We've been invited to a baseball tailgate, I think on the 28th.
For who?
UTSA.
Really?
Yeah. And I told him, we'll go, but every one of you father muckers has to click my phone and become a subscriber.
It should be already if you're inviting us places.
Well, the people that are putting it on are.
Oh.
They're lifers. Yeah.
What day did they say?
28th. That's what's in my head. He's supposed to send me all the information.
Yeah, well, let's
tomorrow.
revisit.
It's a weekend, so we should have time to go.
Yeah, the games are nice. I have had a complaint with Lisa this whole year. This
what?
Whole, decade.
All right, I will unshit on your opinion about Pat Hallmark when you bring me some statistics that prove to me that he's better. You can't just say, "Oh, he went to the Super Regional, so yeah, probably didn't lose anybody." I need some facts, player. Need some facts.
Just passing.
Okay.
Quick hits.
Veteran center. But if we're going to revisit this, we need to have some truth.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah,
All
we
right.
can talk about it later. Yeah.
The veteran center, Drew Dahlman, stunned the Bears today.
I'm hurt.
Announced he's retiring from football at the age of 27. He just got there last year and was really good.
I'm hurt.
The Bears completely overhauled their offensive line, and look what Caleb Williams did. Went 2 rounds deep in the postseason.
I'm hurt.
And the kid decided today he's done.
These kids on these offensive and defensive line, they're not going to bash their head against walls for 15, 20 years. And
Damn.
like, he got his 40-something million, didn't spend a dime.
Mm-hmm.
Where's
our music? Where's our music? Where's our music?
I can still read. I can still write.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, he went to Stanford too, so
Yeah. I didn't even know that
Andrew
part.
Luck
Okay.
I didn't even. Oh, good point.
All right.
I like that point.
Okay. Stanford guys can
Are you
be
about to call them pizzas?
No.
No. Okay.
No, not pizza. Overthinkers.
I think you got to be a little bit of overthinker
Don't
to get there.
love ball. They really like ball.
They use it to get
don't
ahead in life
love
and then
ball.
leave.
Yeah. There's more to life, bro, than football. That's why go get me some offensive linemen from Big Southern John Plantation
Or give-
country
yeah,
or the
give-
Big Ten.
Yeah, give me Wisconsin dudes.
Give me Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio State, LSU, Bama. You fuck around on that West Coast and you run the risk of, there's so much more, bro, to life than football.
Because Andrew Luck was abrupt and he stayed gone.
Yeah, he did.
Damn, that hurt me though.
He meant it.
Drew, we'll give you some time to think about this.
I think he's back.
Maybe the kid changes his mind.
Yeah.
Drew, think about it, bro.
Yeah, it's March the 1st, player.
This is Super Bowl run next year, Drew. What are you doing? It's not a right guard. Don't get me wrong. Every position on the line is important.
And they gave his ass $42
But
million.
the center,
Yeah.
you can't throw us a curve like that.
He's walking away from over $30 million in guaranteed
Insane.
money. Insane. He'll regret it the rest of his life. I know there's exceptions to the West Coast stuff, but by and large, stereotypes are there for a reason.
Yeah.
There's exceptions, of course. Cowboys, thank God, did a good job. Well, I think the kid Tyler Guyton had a better year last year.
Kinda.
Trying to replace Tyron Smith, who's an LA guy, played at USC. I like USC. I have a USC shirt in my closet. Gary Patterson, baby. Gonna bring some of that Texas tough to
Jesus.
Southern Cal. Hey, Compton, that white boy with that guitar, that's a defensive coaching bitch. USC knows the West Coast is soft. That's why they went and they got 2 Texans running their fucking team. Just saying. The stigma, and it gets earned. All right, Rams coach Sean McVay. He coaches in California, but he's a bad son of a bitch. Says he's had great dialogue with Texan Matthew Stafford. Matt's heading to his free agency year. He's 38. That's a tough call for Stafford. He's so good this year.
Matt looked good this year.
Awesome.
I think they're going to tell him, hey, we want you back, but it's going to have to be at this number.
Let's all watch the Rams in the next few years because Stafford can't play forever. He's so banged up. He's so fucking tough. Where's he from? Bubba? Motherfucking Texas. That's where he's from. Anyway, watch how the Rams deal with the end of his career and how they replace him. Most franchises will be lost in the wilderness for 10 years, losing their guy, like the Steelers.
McVay is not going to go through that.
I already think Sean's one of the elite, not just coaches, but football people. We're about to find out.
He got Goff to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Goff wasn't even good then.
No. They got to the Super Bowl despite Goff.
Right. McVay's going to be fine.
All right, and then 3 straight NASCAR victories for Tyler Reddick.
LeBron can't do that shit.
And Michael Jordan.
LeBron could never.
No, LeBron has never won 3
He could never. 3 in a row. And then, now you have the give me the Twilight Zone music. Ever since Jordan won his lawsuit, over NASCAR, he wins 3 in a row right after. Was that a part of the settlement?
I think he just has a very good driver. And
Tyler's the truth.
Yeah, Mike said, I don't do nothing but put the money up. I'm so proud of these guys.
Yeah.
I'm just the money. I don't do shit. But he's high. Good for Mike. He goes to all the races. He's into it. He's got the binoculars. He's got the headphones on. He's into it.
Yeah. He said it like this is like the best thing. This is like the best feeling since winning a championship. Like he's
dude. I told you, Kobe said the Oscar was just as fulfilling as the NBA title. Once you can succeed in something that you're not great at, it's a different high.
Sure,
it's a different high.
You've conquered a mountain again in something totally different. There's a validation.
He's just some dudes like. It's like, how much, God, pass some of that around? I think Mike's won enough.
Right.
Can you spread some of that around, God?
Mike's a Chicago sports fan. Call that kid and see if you can put 1% more of toughness in him so he don't quit. At 27 with $35 million on the table. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? No, I don't think Mike's betting on NASCAR, Mike Checker. He ain't. Well, he's invested a shit ton. He ain't gonna bet on no.
Mike's the type of guy to be like, I bet you $10,000 the next person that walks through that door is a woman.
But the fact that Mike does love to gamble so much, that's probably the reason why he got into NASCAR.
Yeah.
Because of the adrenaline. Can you imagine owning a NASCAR team and all that goes into that and the rumbling of the races, and he's in the pits every week and he's around all that fucking blah. He needs that in his life.
Yeah.
He needs that shit.
By the way, new Drive to Survive out now on Netflix. Can't wait to
Drive to Survive. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What's that, the F1 show?
Yeah.
I know MJ
8.
loves that.
Yeah. Season 8.
Just came out.
All right, scroll back up a bit, Buki.
We got money.
We got money that came in early. I want to make sure they get their love. This gives other people time to tip us if they want. Aaron Canooper is in the building. Can't wait for La Gloria tomorrow. See you there, fellas. See you, Aaron. T-shirts on sale tomorrow at La Gloria, okay? Shout out to the official Russian oligarch. It is Rib Zhanowski is in the building. Sorry, can't make it. The mystery continues.
Rib's
we'll never
AI.
know what he looks like.
Rib's AI.
I respect Rib's AI.
Hey,
Rib's AI. I don't care. The AI.
Clears.
But Rib's AI. Rib, I love you, but you're AI.
Hood Rich, 42, in the building. Mike, nice puro SAA choose. Oh, yeah. Hey, there you go. SAS San
Hey, did he give us $4.42?
Yeah, $4.42.
Okay.
Thank you for recognizing the kicks. Yeah, straight out of San Antonio Shoemakers. These are one of the 3 most comfortable pair of shoes I own. The other 2 are also from SAS. It's unbelievable. This has I might be able to take up jogging again.
And some
SASs? Not with these, but with their athletic leisure shoes.
And Dr. Giannis is saying he loves his 76s.
Oh, Giannis bought a pair of 76s. Giannis did.
Yeah, he's on his feet all day.
Dr. Hogg and Dr. G.
Dr. Hogg?
Dr. Hogg, H-O-G-G. Where is he from? Gilmer, Texas. Went to high school with Jeff Traylor.
If he's got a big wanker.
Oh, he's 6'7".
If your last name's Hogg, you got to have a wanker.
Yeah, he's 6
You
foot.
got that thing
Dr.
drags.
So I hung out with him. It was like hanging out with McSteamy and McDreamy.
Look, he's all.
Dr. Giannis is about 6'4".
Yeah.
And Dr. Hogg is like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, he has a hog.
It's unbelievable. Yes, I'll let him know that Rudy's first reaction is that you probably have a hog.
Don't tell him.
But he also bought 76s. Actually, Dr. Hogg bought the ones we make for the military.
Oh.
So a lot of y'all don't know that SAS is the official shoe provider of the U.S. military, which makes sense for a military USA, military city USA. Every pair of shoe that every kid that enlists in the military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force, Coast Guard, all that shit, every single kid that enlists in that, those first few months on the job, when they train, they wear SAS shoes.
Nice.
And Dr. Hogg bought some. And Dr. Giannis bought the 76s.
Those are fire.
The retro athletic leisure. Anyway, thanks for noticing. Mr. Kell from El Paso's in here, $4.99. It's Jim Kell. That's his father. That's proof that Orlando's a real human being.
And that Orlando's not black.
And then Greg's in here with his daily 99 cents. Nina told me to quit yelling at Greg.
She did?
If he gives 99 cents a day, it's going to add up to 365 or whatever. I'm like, okay.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, okay. All right. Is that all the money that's coming? Oh, look. Oh, there goes Rib back. I want a large shirt free.
Done.
He meant please.
Okay. No, he doesn't. He don't have, Rib is one of the few people that don't have to say please.
Rib, we love you. We take all the money that you guys donate in the chat. We put it back into the company, right? The T-shirt stuff, I want to keep that a thing where we sell them on site. And you have to, and Rib, you're a businessman. That it incentivizes people to come to our remotes. All right. It has nothing. The money, yeah,
I'll give
it all
Rib
goes
my
to in.
large.
It all goes to in the building. Well, you can give him one.
I'll give him my large.
I actually don't have any larges tomorrow.
I have one
All we have tomorrow
that
are
I haven't worn.
because last time we ran out of XLs and double X's real fast because I didn't have enough made. I have nothing but XLs and double X's for tomorrow's remote. So come on, and they're cotton. You know they'll probably give a.
If you wash it and dry it, it'll
Yeah,
shrink
they'll give
some.
a little bit. Yeah, and they're only $25.
Plus, you're AI, Rib. Why do you need a shirt?
A lot of bands charge $40 and $50 for an F and
Yeah.
T-shirt. We're only going to charge $25. So no, we want it's an incentivization to get people to come to the remote. So they're only going to be sold on site. Love you hard, but Rib, we're getting ready to. Me and Rudy have done some talking about our merch.
We're gonna be merched out for 2026.
Yeah, the merch thing is about to become its own little wing of the company.
Gotta be.
It's way past time. You know, it's been 2 years now, and we've only given away stuff sporadically. Our merch game is about to take off
It needs to be its own stream.
like a rocket. No question about that. All right, that's it. We're done. Thank you to Mike Fisher. All right. Help us out. Mike's a good dude. They're going to work their butt off making that app that's free, by the way, really shine. They're going to have 4 to 5 Spurs things a day. It's where I go to get a lot of my ideas for segments and to be informed on what's going on. It's Spurs Roundtable. It's Cowboys Roundtable. Go to the Spurs Roundtable. Click join. As soon as if we get a certain number of y'all that are our people, we're going to give one of you the Wemby jersey. It's going to be pretty cool. All right, that's it. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to Bouquet. Thank you to Rudy. Thank you to Pub Sports Radio on Anthem TV and Believe, our podcast partner, on our podcast-only audio version. Thanks, everybody. We'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow at La Gloria. Come drink a beer with us and have some happy hour lunch at La Gloria tomorrow, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock happy hour. See y'all then. Bye.